Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and our home team. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? Black 22. 53, check 53. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, let's go, let's go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Barton. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, Winston. And for the throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the dump-off at second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second down is Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Ready. Black 25. Screen, triple team.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action now. Osweiler. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On third down, Osweiler. Over the middle, complete. That's Fields. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Gone! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. How about the big boys snagging one. You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Following the interception, Winston. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Chris Jones able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. And Blake has it over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. He'll get it up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And once more. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. the gun on third down. Osweiler. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Osweiler. Pass the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Osweiler now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing, Osweiler. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
2nd down, Winston. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Danny Trevathan in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 3rd down, Winston. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready. Back for the 2.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Four down, check. Ready, blue ready. 53 to Mike, 53, check, 53.
Jameis to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Woo, that's what I'm talking about. Boom! That's how we do it.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Hey, ready, blue ready.
Working out of the gun, Winston. It's caught, Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 15 and a first.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Ready, blue ready.
The give is to Jones. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's Winston. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Easy, easy. Let me go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick. Right?
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So we are at halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Osweiler now to throw on third down. He finds Beckham complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Here we go.
On first down, Osweiler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. At 21 yards there as they convert on third.
We always admire guys with arm strength, don't we? Whether it's misplaced or not at times. But when you throw a comeback route, you have to have arm strength to complete it, and Brock Osweiler just showed it off.
Looking deep downfield. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Gould now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barton. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A give to Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Check A2, check A2. Ready, black for the 2.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, Get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ready. Blue ready.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 58 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second and goal from the 1.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On the sneak, Osweiler. Only a yard on the sneak. Not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone. Gone. All right, now, look at 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Now Dion Lewis to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's go now.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. Blue ready. Boys, head up. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a give to Barkley. Finding his way through contact. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. And here's Lewis. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, four down. Ready? Black 25. 53, check 53.
Now Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check 3. Ready? Blue lady. Where's that?
Now Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. New York set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gun! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Osweiler. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
They'll
go to Barkley again. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Giants on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Osweiler to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Giants, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.